In this world where we all control. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Grab your gear, the quest's in sight. Indies leading through the night. Fighting monsters, loot in sight. Roll the dice, it's game time tonight. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Chest, the dragon's near. Spell or sword, we've got no fear. Party strong, the dice will roll. In this world where we all control. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Grab your gear, the quest's in sight. Indies leading through the night. Fighting monsters, loot in sight. Roll the dice, it's game time tonight. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Chest, the dragon's near. Spell or sword, we've got no fear. Party strong, the dice will roll. In this world where we all control. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, 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 go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, 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 go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Grab your gear, the quest's in sight. Indies leading through the night. Fighting monsters, loot in sight. Roll the dice, it's game time tonight. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Chest, the dragon's near. Spell or sword, we've got no fear. Party strong, the dice will roll. In this world where we all control. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Dungeon master stealing the show. Go, gimme, go, gimme, go, go, go. Epic quest battle, let's go, go, go.
Hello, 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 lovely people. How are we all doing? And make sure I transition fine. It's looking like my audio levels are a thing. Make sure my game audio is on and I can actually hear the game. Perfect, fantastic. And Twitch knows we are playing Dragon Age Veilguard tonight, which is also a boon. How are we all doing? Welcome to the, well, not a post-Halfwits stream, but more a post-Yindies tips and tricks stream. So, right, tonight we are playing Dragon Age Veilguard for a couple of reasons. So if you look back, especially on the YouTube channel, you'll see that the very first stream on Yindie Plays, no, it was the very first post-Halfwit stream. The very first stream was Space Marine when I was testing out all the gear. But the very first proper stream that I did was actually Dragon Age Veilguard. You know, trying it out very kind of early on, giving my kind of initial kind of like impression of the first kind of opening hours of it. And you know what? It was fine. I found it a bit linear, and my thoughts have kind of developed a little bit kind of on that. But in terms of why we're playing it tonight, it's for a couple of reasons. One, I have 100% been burning the candle at both ends between family, work, and, you know, just life in general. Add into the fact of trying to get Halfwits on its current kind of schedule, kind of meeting the deadline of getting episode 11 of 4 Halfwits, which is now live on our Patreon. It was an hour late because I literally finished putting the final touches on it and editing it at, I think it was 5:30. I put the last frame in and then hit render. And then that took half an hour, and then half an hour to chuck it up onto YouTube, and then send it out to our one Patreon, Alex Tavares. I don't know if he's in the chat just now, or he'll pop in later. But I kept my promise. You know, Halfwits comes out 1 week early for the patrons, first of all. So that means we can put it out on YouTube next week. So that was good. And of course, yesterday I edited together the Indie tips and tricks video. So kind of leading on, I'm building a small kind of series where I'm taking people through how to, at the minute, less how to play TTRPGs and more the etiquette and the sort of mindset of getting into the hobby and these kind of sorts of games. So we discussed main character syndrome at length, and basically just don't be a dick at the table. I think that's what it comes down to, and turns out communication's key in a lot of things. So that's currently up on the 4 Halfwits page, and to be honest, I think it's my best video yet. I'm quite happy with how my editing skills and stuff are coming along. Like I said, with each new episode, I'm trying to push myself a little bit further, try to be a little bit more professional, try to just sharpen up just the general overall production quality of it. And yeah, this one felt the most consistent, so I'm certainly happy with that. And I know the few things I want to tweak going forward and all this. So between essentially getting 2 videos out this week, one for the Patreons and one for YouTube, and running around home. There wasn't a stream last week because I was back home, which is I think why I did a stream on Monday with Tavares on Monster Hunter. I was going to do a stream on this Monday here, but I needed to film the Indie Plays, so again, that's my schedule for you there. But I'm thinking maybe I need to start thinking about moving my streaming day from a Thursday, because as much as, you know, post Halfwits is a thing, and it's quite a lot, and I've got quite an early work day the next day, so I has been killing me at the end of the week. So maybe worth doing it Monday night instead. Might be a better kind of vibe kind of going forward. But I want to do another 2-point museum, mainly because Twitch still hasn't realised that I've done 2-point museum, because that's before I figured that I had to actually click done on OBS to update the stream info, so it thought I was playing Dark Souls, which is why we got no views. So I'll maybe do that as a kind of bonus stream, probably this Monday, and kind of knock that one off, and then maybe gradually transition to Mondays. But we'll see. It's the thing. Anyway, so back to Veilguard. Why we are playing Veilguard? On the previous Veilguard stream, it was at the very beginning of the game. I am pretty much near the end. I'm on part 10 of 14, I think. I'm level 47 out of 50. I've got mostly epic and unique gear. I've got all of the companions at their sort of like special hero of the Veilguard, like in Mass Effect 2 when you do all their kind of side quests. I think there's only 2 that don't have it. I've got one more quest to do, and then we'll talk about Neve in a minute. But yeah, we've got to do his quest, and then I think he's up to date. And then I think it's just on the main map. You've also got to kind of like strengthen your allies and all that kind of thing. I think I've got most of them almost to the max strength, which is okay. They're a bit further down the list, but most of them are nearly at the strong sort of thing. So yeah. So I'm just mopping up the loose ends, and then it's on to like the final sort of fight and the end of the game, and that's where I was going. And since then, my thoughts on the game have very much kind of solidified. And the TLDR, the very quick thing, this game has had so much hate on YouTube and in like the popular discourse and all this, and it's a bit like that Snow White movie that's just come out. There are many things in this world to get outraged at. There are many things to beat with a stick and various dead horses that we should be flogging. This is so not one of them. It is a perfectly serviceable, fine game. You want me to give it a score? 7 out of 10. It is nothing wrong with it. Is Dragon Age Veilguard a good game? Yeah, it's fine. Maybe even good at points, right? The bigger question being, is it a good Dragon Age game? Now, if you're going down that route, that's a bit more of a nuanced answer. To be honest, the game that Veilguard reminded me of the most was actually the old Fable games, as a kind of third-person action RPG, in terms of its combat and world design and everything like that, and that's fine. I liked Fable. Yeah, even the kind of cartoony sort of like exaggerated realism, again, had that kind of Fable-esque vibe, just without the quirky British humour. So, had absolutely not a problem with that at all. If you came to this game having played, just played Dragon Age Origins, where quite literally you're covered in 3/4 of the last guy that you fought, it's blood, and that very kind of dark, sort of gritty, low gothic sort of vibe. Yeah, that's not here. That's not here. And in terms of the story, again, the story's fine. It's very linear. There is like one branching path, right? Spoiler alert before we kind of get into it, but this is why I wanted to kind of talk about Neve for a second. So, in terms of your companions, right? So the one that everyone's obviously been dogpiling on is the transgender character. I'm not even going to get into that aspect of it because it's totally a disingenuous argument. Again, long story short, Tash, the one that everyone's hating on, she's fine. I actually didn't have an issue with her at all. I thought that from the clips and things I've seen on YouTube of people basically ripping her apart, that possibly her writing was a bit clumsy, but actually playing her in context, not a problem. Maybe, and this is again nothing to do with the whole transgender thing, maybe if I was writing her, I'd try and show a bit more of her light side or brevity side, and maybe write her a little bit more like, say, Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, who, you know, she's a fun character to be around because, you know, she's some veteran war demon who basically just really wants to fuck but can't because she's literally burning up with hellfire. You know, we could have had not basically turn her into Karlach or rip off Karlach, but I feel there's something we could have done to show her more brighter side or give her more time in the sun to shine. I think that's how I would phrase it, rather than let her whole story or their whole story and deal sort of like define them. But again, as a character, didn't mind Tash at all, and anyone who's flogging that particular dead horse, you're just completely nah. The character I actually had trouble with, or the one I really didn't take with, is this one here, Neve. So there's one moral choice in the game, one branching path, right? Again, spoiler alert for this. What it comes down to, basically, is about mission 6 or something. you're after you've recruited a couple of companions. So I think it's Neve and Lucas. So they're both from two different cities. Two dragons attack. One attracts one city, Lucas's city, which is basically like fantasy Venice, and the other one Neve's city, which is Minrathous, I think, which is also where my character's from. Being I've just realised she has a peg leg. I've never noticed that till this moment. Weird chain of thought. Or maybe maybe that's why she has a peg leg, because I keep volunteering her for the suicide missions. I'll need to check that. Anyway, sorry, back to it. So you have to basically choose which. You can only help one city. They're both being attacked by dragons at the same time. And the game very heavy-handedly goes, whichever one you choose, the companion from the other city is going to be really pissed off with you, and it's going to be a whole thing. That's why she has this thing up here, hardened. So she's been through some shit as a result of my actions, right? And the way that the choice was presented to me, and this is what I mean by basically being kind of heavy-handed, is it was literally a case of one city gets attacked, and this is the Minrath, it's the one that she's from, gets attacked, loads of chaos, obviously loads of people die in the dragon attack. However, the main consequence is this fanatical religious cult takes over the city, takes over the political structure, and your team of rebel good guys gets forced underground. So our special treehouse gang has to go into hiding, and from that point on in the game, we have to deal with the religious cult causing shit in the city. Pain in the ass, obviously an escalation, not ideal, but at the end of the day, that feels like a tomorrow problem we can deal with. The other city, however, Blighted Dragon attacks. It's basically Fantasy Venice, like I said. And if you don't help the other city, the water supply gets poisoned and half the city dies out and they lose their water supply for generations to come. That feels more like the situation I need to deal with in the first instance. The religious cult thing, while annoying, we can deal with that tomorrow. Sort of thing. So obviously, I chose to help Lucas' city. And for the rest of the fucking game, Jesus Christ, did Neve not let me live that one down. Every opportunity she got, she would nag me about the fact that I chose the other city over our hometown and what. And whenever I went back to the super secret clubhouse gang, they'd berate me for not choosing them. And to be perfectly honest, that did put me off them. I went, well, you know what? Fuck you guys, frankly. So, at least the Antivan Crows liked me. So, yeah, out of all the companions, she's the one that kind of annoyed me. And as a result, she's the one that keeps getting volunteered for suicide missions. Because I have looked ahead on YouTube. There is a point where you've got to choose someone who ends up getting blighted and all this sort of thing. And I think that one of your companions has to die. Yeah, guess who I'm sending out for that? Bitch, I packed you a pack lunch with a little passive-aggressive post-it note, love Rook. So she's getting volunteered for that one. All the other companions, absolutely fine. They're inoffensive. Inoffensive in the way that they've been focus tested to a fault. The only one I think I'll remember long-term as being slightly interesting is probably Emmerich here. He's a necromancer, but he's not the evil necromancer. Very much the sort of death priest that sees death as a natural part of life and with respect and stuff like that. And again, spoiler alert for his quest chain, you literally help him become a lich. So he's wearing a glamour just now, but you let him attain lichdom as part of his quest, and I thought that was quite cool. So he's not an evil lich. He's like genuinely like a keeper of the dead sort of lich, and I like that. So yeah, he's an interesting character. I like Emmerich. The rest, I've not even really learned their name. The only reason I know Tash is from the bloody discourse online. But the rest of them, didn't mind them, but they'll quickly recede from my memory. Apart from Neve. Neve, I'm going to have her on a dartboard. But the rest of them are absolutely fine. So, anyway, that's my rant there. So, people going, oh, Dragon Veilguard is shit. Oh, EA can't even give it away. I think it's still on PlayStation Plus for as part of the monthly games. pick it up. It's absolutely fine. It's, as Yahtzee put it in one of his zero punctuations, there's games that make you feel and there's games that make you numb. And you can definitely tell that this game, at its beginning, was obviously part of its DNA was as a live service. That's clear. I think there's a reason all the missions are like 20 minutes long, because that's how long your brain sort of kind of, the ideal point for like a full gameplay loop, like Stardew Valley days are 20 minutes long. And as a result, it does that live service game thing where it's like your mission log fills up with loads of missions, and it is just go to waypoint, interact, mash button, move on to the next one. But when you're looking at the minimap, it's like, oh well, I've got 3 objectives in that area. I could totally do another 20-minute little get that small little hit of dopamine, and then it's like, oh, I'll just quickly do another one, because they're easy to attain, and it's like little dopamine hits constantly throughout this game to kind of keep you to the point where maybe there's a bit of a sinister undertone in that it gets you addicted in not in the good way, like into the point where you've suddenly realized you've been playing way more than you intended to, and not because you wanted to. So, but that's a bit of a different discussion. But you know, combat's fine. I went back to it after several months of like not playing it, and I was able to pick it up and play it straight away. I didn't need to go back to the beginning and like, where the hell was I? Which I would definitely need to do. I never finished Dragon Age 2. I want to go back and play Dragon Age 2 because I was thoroughly enjoying it, but I knew I could not pick up that save and know what the fuck was going on. I would need to play it from the start. This game, I feel you could just pick it up. You know, 2 evil gods escaped. They've got dragons. Kill the dragons. And then the gods, and that's pretty much everything that's going on there. Right, anyway, that's my little preamble sort of rant. Wow. So, in terms of, again, why we're playing Age The Veilguard, like I said, the choices were either Xenoblade Chronicle X, which I do want to play, enjoyed Xenoblade, but that's a very kind of heavy game to kind of learn to play, especially in the opening hours. So I thought, nah, I'll get a little bit further in my offline save, and then, or off-stream save, and then maybe if I could get up to like the giant robot part, that might show the game off at its best. The other one I got really dead cheap in the Steam sale there was RoboCop for £8, and that was another just nice game to not think about and just shoot people in the head in kind of 80s gore sort of thing. So yeah, I probably will show off RoboCop as well. But after, like I said, burning the candle at both ends, I kind of had a moment of, do I really want to stream tonight? Do it. But I'm trying to get into the discipline of keeping a schedule and, right, I didn't stream last week, or do you want to stream this week? If I wasn't streaming, what would I be doing? And the answer my brain gave me was, you'd probably be trying to finish Dragon Age Veilguard. And then another little voice in my head went, why don't you just try and finish Dragon Age Veilguard on stream? And at which point I went, yes, that's the constant dilemma of a content creator, which is, do I play the game for fun, or do I play the game for work? So I'm playing the game that I was playing for fun, for work, to try and finish it off, and yeah, add another notch to my bedpost sort of thing. Also, you might notice Lomax has green hair now. I have spiritually updated him to the original Lomax, the legend of Lomax, who he was based on. He's not an elf, he's a lemming. So he's got green hair. Like I said, this game does hair physics so well. It's fantastic. Right. Okay, I have ranted on for nearly 20 minutes. So let's actually get to the combat and like get to things. So the first quest I really want to do, I really want to finish the companion quests. These are a couple of follow-up conversations. I've actually like done their full thing. So let's Darwin. He's the one I want to do. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Where is he? He's over here. Okay. So his whole deal at the moment is he has a pet griffin. All the other griffins have been taken captive by some weird undead creature-y thing, and we have to go get them back. So, you know, really highbrow sort of stuff kind of going on here. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't need to go that far. Cool.
Good! Again!
Also, I apologize for not doing my makeup and stuff like that. I'm that tired. To be honest, I was just like, look, I'll just get the stream set up. I've not I've gone for like casual clothes as well, just to loose fitting. We're going for comfort. I even have the massive like mug of tea beside me because, yeah, this is my reward stream for getting all my deadlines done. So yeah, massive Game of Thrones mug.
Lucas Kreisen,
I feel like a
one of
toddler.
our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
Always go for the extra options first.
Have you met him before?
In passing, yes, but no more. He spent most of his time in the eastern garrisons, and then left for his calling.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounds as rough as it gets. Hope he makes it.
We've tried everything we can, but the calling is the end for wardens.
Except the Gloomhowler. Warden Kreisen, can you talk? What happened?
Oh, he does not look good. He looks drunk.
The dead are dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah. A crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
Oh, of course she is.
Her ideas just get better by the minute, don't they?
She's dangerous. Gathering her forces. Griffins are there. Not much time.
Lucas,
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers.
Is that a pun? Flush the sewers.
This is it.
Yeah.
Where Warden Kreisen
So like I
came
said,
back from his calling.
the game sort of just
Easy.
teleports you to where you
Since
need
it's
to be. It
dark
feels,
That and the Griffins.
it does feel
This is
very
your time,
video
boy.
gamey.
You're ready for this.
Like the fact that treasure chests and all that are in no place that
Don't go getting a big head.
adds to narrative storytelling. It's
I
just,
need it. You
this is
watch
video
the tail
game.
feathers of
Here,
yours.
puzzle.
The second you feel
Figure
the
out how
dark
to get
storm
behind
breathing,
this wall.
you hide.
I don't understand why Gloomhowler would...
Isaiah.
Why would Isaiah bring the rest of the Griffins to the Deep Roads?
Turn down the game volume a little bit.
Last anyone heard, she just
There we go. So just make sure that my audio levels are all okay. Yep, they're looking fine now.
The archdemon blood she took from the cauldron. That's
There we
the
go.
end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
Okay.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
He looks badass.
It reeks of darkspawn and blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. You're not Warden. You're not allowed.
I thought wardens couldn't get blighted.
Not allowed to do what?
Join those who hear the song of the old gods.
You're sworn to kill Darkspawn, not befriend them.
She showed us another way.
She? You mean Isaiah?
Names fade. The song endures. But not for you.
He sounds like one of the demons from Simon the Sorcerer.
My friend here is a warden. I'm sure he's up for it.
So's my sword.
Show him what he can do.
Okay.
It didn't have to be this way.
Bloody shield. Come on. Big scythe.
Feels wrong fighting other wardens.
What does he say it done to them?
I don't know, but the blight's taken hold.
Yeah, so that's basically what combat devolves into. Like I said, I'm level 47. I think 50 is the max. And yeah, it is just a case of I pretty much destroy everything now. So I just need to wait long enough to get my rage up, and then I can just spam my abilities and everything dies.
Anyway? Doesn't look like the deep roads I know.
They're building something down here. It's almost like...
Like what?
a corrupted version of Weishaupt.
So yeah, this is what it comes down to. Basically, run around the environment, press X at everything. All these materials, they upgrade shops and stuff, I think. I don't really keep paying much attention to it. So I found that basically area of effects spells pretty much melt everything. There we go. Boom. I've also gone for the Reaper class, so I'm kind of like, I suppose, kind of Death Knight kind of build. All necro damage and stuff like that. Hence why I'm wearing kind of necro gear with my guts hanging out. And a little skelly bob on the back of the shield. So yeah, so like from, this isn't your Skyrim, it isn't even your Dragon Age 1. It's like run through the level, and when you need help, thankfully the bad guys went through each level and making sure there was potion refills everywhere. Also, iframes in this game are so easily cheesed. The amount of times I should have been actually killed by an attack, but as long as I use my ability with the longest animation, I'm fine. Okay. That was rude, sir. Take a shield to the face. I can't be bothered walking up there. Well, not to hit you anyway. They'll come up for the chest. Yeah, so it's very much a loot-driven ARPG, which is absolutely fine if that's what you want. If you just want to come home from, turn your brain off, smack a few dudes around, have loads of pretty colours and particle effects go off. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the companions, apart from that one that gets weirdly insistent that you let her city burn. You know, they're fine to have around, frankly. So, there's nothing in this game that, apart from Neve, makes me angry. And I have enjoyed my time with it. Would I play it again? Probably not. I'd probably, if I needed to refresh myself on Dragon Age, I'd probably watch a recap retrospective on YouTube or something. But to be fair, I would do that for Dragon Age Origin as well. I can't see me ever playing Dragon Age Origin again. Just because it would be too painful in this day and age. Do want to play through 2 though. I want to finish my 2 playthrough. I might do that on stream, maybe, with seeing as I can get 2 working on Game Pass. I did pick that up in the sale that was just there for a $5, but it didn't seem to work on the Steam Deck. Ooh, is that slight? Yeah, it's slightly better than the shield I've got. Yeah, we increase. You could have let me attach it. Okay. Not that it makes much of a difference at this stage. Like I said, I'm killing most things pretty easily.
First Warden.
Rook, I'm never to be rid of you.
Okay. Feelings mutual, mate.
Right back at you.
You'll pay soon enough.
How did you wind up here?
Gillian did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloomhowler? Isaiah?
Nothing will stop me. We'll defend Weishaupt to the death.
Weishaupt? You mean this place?
It stood for centuries. None will breach its defenses.
Yeah, he got flattened by a dragon. I'm surprised he's still a thing. You lost. Snap out of it. This isn't.
I don't know what Isaiah's done to you, but snap out of it. Quick.
Send reinforcements to the north wall. Rally on my signal.
What are you talking about?
The Griffins will repel these invaders.
Where are they? What did you do with them?
Stop questioning my orders, Warden. 50 lasses for insubordination.
He's just like the others. He's too far gone.
What do we do?
Set him free.
Yeah, if this was Dragon Age Origin, there'd just be like pints of blood being splattered all over you.
Even he deserves some mercy.
These wardens are long lost. The only way we can help them now is to lay them to rest.
We managed to rebuild the war room. I remember this from maps here. All across Vegas. Looks like battle. Plans.
Okay.
Isaiah's ambitious. Give her that.
Just hoover up all the codex entries that I'll
Found a
never
blueprint
read.
of Weishaupt. The real one.
Must have used it to build this place.
Now that looks like a bridge. I was waiting to say. Do I want to pop it? Oh. Right, there is a way down there. Any goodies up here? No. Right, this is obviously looking like it's some kind of puzzle, maybe?
I don't believe they built Weishaupt's dungeon down here.
What inhuman industry!
Says the necromancer.
Some feverish nightmare!
No. Okay. Just doing the gardening. Ah, shit. Yep, don't... Basically, combat is, don't stand in their danger puddle, make sure they're standing in yours. I do occasionally die in combat, but that's just more me being careless and not paying attention, rather than the fights actually being difficult. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've killed most dragons in the game.
I missed you too.
I think there's one archdemon less to kill story-wise, but certainly all the optional dragons. Oh, okay, thank you. This other innocuous gold chest, and nah. Anything up here worth pilfering? Nope. Okay. And away. Nope. Also, there's no fall damage, just if you happen to fall too far, it just teleports you to where you jumped off. So yeah, compared to like the original Dragon Age, it's defanged. That's the word I would use. It's had all its edges sanded off, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, if that's the sort of thing you're going for and you're vibing for, but yeah, I could maybe see people who like Dragon Age for its darker edge, maybe having more of a legitimate point. But that's about as far as it goes. Right, Ember, do your thing. Boom. Thank you. Right, there's a treasure chest up there. How do we get up there? Oh, I hear more darkspawn. Can I hit it from here? Yes, I can. Yeah, a lot of the puzzles basically boil down to destroy the right crystal in the right order, or the set of crystals in the right order, or burst the darkspawn boils in the correct order. And I'm just like, as an actual storytelling sort of Ludo narrative type thing, I mean, that makes no fucking sense. Why that would be their defense mechanism, if you know what I mean. Again, it comes down to because it is a video game, so don't think beyond that. Although it did make me chuckle through the playthrough, kind of going when the Veninari, the mages who set up their crystals, I'm sitting there going, did he deliberately set it up in such a way that, right, we need to put this crystal here, we need to put that crystal there to protect that crystal, but what if, you know, someone managed to get round the back of this building and then hit it with a shield, and just like, oh, the chances of that happening would, oh, never mind. The protagonist is here. Okay. Oh, here we are. I think it's boss fight time.
They're up at the top. I see them. Keep attacking the boys.
Don't mind me, just hitting all these. I'd rather get that first, if I'm honest. Okay, Emmerich, do your thing.
The tyranny of the Grey Wardens has come to its end.
We have to clear them out to get up to the Griffins.
Again, don't mind me. I'll come back and deal with you in a second. There we go.
These griffins will be our symbol.
Manfred, do your thing. Refill. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Where is she? Where are you? There you are. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay, the Griffin is the goodest boy. We like the Griffin. He sort of reminds me of the Griffin from Jim Henson's The Storyteller. Me wants crickets!
We know who you are. Saga. A Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future, with light in their veins. The Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
They call you Gloomhowler. Does that sound like a savior to you? You're a Grey
Wait,
Warden.
am I the baddie?
Be the light in the darkness. Die, here and now.
The darkness offers protection. So it must be.
Assault! Like an arrow!
Good boy.
Who's ready to go?
So did we get all the griffins back? None of them are blighted. Yay, we got all the griffins back.
I'm guessing all the shouting means they're happy.
For once, it's not about food. The trick is keeping the Feather Brigade happy.
What do you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Gathering, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this.
Do birds salivate? Is that a thing?
I asked you all here to make a decision. These griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the area for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them. A protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlington Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did it for the griffins, not for him.
No doubt.
Right, the griffins will return with the Grey Ward as they continue to fight evil. The griffins will find a new home in Elven Forest as protection of nature. Yeah, let's go with that.
So many things in our world changing. I think now is the time for griffins to try something new. They've served the Wardens well, which is why I know they'll do the same for Arlington Forest. I've seen a different side to them. The shepherd, protecting creatures in our world who are often forgotten. The griffins' new home should be among the trees.
Well said.
The forest and everything that lives there thanks you.
Apart from the next door neighbours. Keep the noise down.
Son.
I love you, boy. I don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you.
He'll be back.
Bye, boy.
He'll be back.
Welcome home. How about thanking Rook for all the help?
Yeah, go.
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thedas when you're big enough?
Hey,
That's what he said, I swear.
yeah? How about we discuss it over some gingerwort tea?
Oh yeah, that was the thing. I got high on mushrooms and I could actually speak to the griffin. Okay. Right, so I think that's the last like major companion quest done and dusted. So apart from Neve, who I blocked out because I didn't choose her city, I think it's just getting the factions kind of ready. I also think Minrathous just generally because I didn't get that. I didn't choose that city. Again, that seems to be the one thing that the game kind of pins its branching path on, but there's just no way to save both of them. Right. Can I? Right, so wait, if I go to the map. Yay, yeah, so they're our first green star, cool. So I won't bother really trying to get them any higher. There's no point, because they're already thinking, okay, there is a quest there, but I don't think that's attached to any reputation. What we got here? Harding. So, companion quest wise, I think these are just conversations that we can have, rather than actual quests. So here's a little kind of artificer lady. Again, I've not even like committed their names to memory.
I've wondered, Governor. Of all our friends, you seem the least phased.
Oh, wait, start quest. All right.
Well,
We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth.
Yeah, for context, her brother turned out to be evil and was resurrecting a god or something, and we
Miss
put him down.
For coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together, no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
Never really been good at funerals. Sorry in advance for crying, which I will definitely do.
Yeah, I may be a death knight, but I don't handle death well.
Anyways, let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
No, that's not handy.
I wonder what we lost by freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Okay. So a lot of the quests often don't even have combat. The companion quests. It's just run through, listen to some exposition. Mash X at contextual button prompt. I'll move this here. Okay, and contextual button prompt isn't contextual at the moment. Alright. Fine. I mean, each companion also has this special traversal skill to like unlock paths in the world, but whether or not you have that companion with you, Rook can just like summon that ability from his dagger. So it's like, what is the point of the companions?
To share your story with the sun and the moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elf's fault that Elvernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Yeah, to be fair, you didn't make that choice. I did. And yes.
I've had to make a lot of decisions. Some were hard, some were easy. Eventually you have to choose. And what happens, happens.
I just wish I knew whether I made the right choice. But I guess we really never know until it's all over. Anyways, let's head to the next brazier.
Right, number 1. Done and dusted.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles as a way of a funeral.
There we go. Now it's
Hard to deal
contextual.
with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it.
Yep, right, so she fixed it. Okay.
Okay, on to the next the Evanurus to us. I can never forgive.
With any luck, you can say that right to their faces.
Nev, what are you doing here?
Well, you know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
I would have preferred if Emmerich
As long
came.
as I'm around, you've got
He's at
that.
least cool to hang around with.
All right, go on and light the brazier.
Can you give me personal space? Thank you.
A third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Does the rest of the world look like Thetis? Shattered by the Evanurus? What would things have been like if they'd never existed?
Well, we've now met 3 elven gods and 1 almost god, and honestly, can't say I care much for them. But, you know, the rest of us elves are doing okay. At least the ones that aren't gods.
I keep trying to remember. The Elven were the first people the Evanurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay.
Yes. So from what I understand, and this is the big reveals, again, spoilers, Dragon Age Veilguard, if you care.
One more brazier to go.
There was immensely powerful spirits, sort of akin to almost like the Chaos Gods in 40k, and they decided they wanted to be... They basically willed themselves into physical bodies. They became the first elves, Solus is one of them. They cut the Titans off from their dreams, the Titans being the progenitors of the dwarves, and that's where the Darkspawn Blight came from, and yeah.
I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
Long story short, the gods are bastards, but we all knew that.
Saving the world seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
I think Syrian would have appreciated it. There's a reason it stayed constant for so long.
Oh, that's genuinely really sweet.
Tie us together.
You know,
Sorry, I'll wait for this.
I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive? Was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent an Iris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life. For him, for me, and for our people.
Sorry, I've got a YouTube comment on the new video that went up today. This guy really knows his stuff. I don't play D&D and TTRPGs, but I love the logic of his story. Thanks, Mum. Genuinely, that was my mum that posted that. I appreciate the support.
I think sometimes we forget how hard just living life can be. But we do it. And it's enough.
Right. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
Nope. Okay, that her quest done. See, like I said, no combat, just go through, listen to some dialogue, that's it. But I suppose it's a free 500 experience and reputation, so that's all. It's really reputation that we're needing at the minute. So that kind of deals with that. So yeah, the Veil Jumpers, they're done and dusted. Faction and region, something coming. Something can return to right. The blight continues to spread. But can it be destroyed? Okay, so let's let's try and do this one because I think we need the reputation.
We'll practice for next.
Quickly to see if I can level up the shop.
Have a lot of chapels.
Well, let's. Right. I'm thinking, whether do I want to spend the resources? Don't have enough anyway. Enough reputation. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Hey, Antoine. Edgar.
Well, hello, Milo. You come to join the stream? You come to join?
Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
Yeah,
The container. It's very stealthy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
Doggy cam.
No.
Doggy cam.
We know the gods changed the blight.
Your breath
We
stinks.
think it changed more than they
What have you been up
realized,
to?
or
Hmm?
altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Oh, right. I need to make a decision. You're creeping me out.
This is creeping me out.
The blight's not cute.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavender battle? It was here in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted, a construct of the blight itself, an eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean.
We don't want an uncontrolled eruption.
Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight more than some of the others. Are you?
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
Should you have told me about all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
This is actually the first I've been hearing about this whole calling thing. So, is that like established in previous Dragon Age lore, or?
This is bad. But you two are fine. Really? You sure you haven't heard anything more?
We're fine.
Just the usual voices in my head telling me to kill, but...
We're fine.
Yeah, nothing out of the
Remember
ordinary.
The samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
Can we
But if
stop
the
saying
eruption's
eruption?
controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendel might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Well, that would be
Don't
nice.
bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
He's from Fantasy France. Right. Okay.
Why don't you go down to the village later?
Whee. Right.
I need to memorize the schedule.
Okay, do we have to walk or can we just fast travel down? I think we can fast travel down. Boop. So this is what I mean about the game feeling small. It's just a case of it's almost like a menu system, really.
There's a fight ahead.
You know, it's almost like one step up from that Final Fantasy Dark Souls-ish type game. What was that? Final Fantasy something of Chaos. Where it was clearly it was meant to be like an open world type deal, but then all the missions basically got replaced by a menu with over the world map, and it's just a case of go here, do this.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
You might as well have just done level select, level 1, 2, 3, 4, just done it that way. Right. Okay. Follow the boil. Right, where are you?
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While keeping the darkspawn back.
Well, you handle that.
Up on the ledge. We can destroy the tendrils from there.
Yeah, I just ignore the ogres. I will get to you in a minute, sir. Need to find where this thing is first. And can I get an angle on it? Alright, how do I... It's obviously up there somewhere, but how do I get up there? Alright, that looks like a bridge. Can I get up this tower? Is this a thing? Yeah, the game really doesn't let you go anywhere it doesn't want you to go. Okay, it's not that way. Clearly not that way.
Tendril! It's attached over there.
Yeah. Sometimes you could totally cheese. There we go.
Move before more darkspawn show up.
That open something back here. Yeah. So that lets us go up here. Blah blah blah. Okay. It gives us a crossbow. Okay, crossbow doesn't let us. Oh. Fun! Ha 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 ha. Jump. Eee.
A ballista. Never turned down one of those.
Yeah.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, ballista never turned out one of those. We've literally already cleared the enemies out, and we needed to clear them out to get up here. So, okay, that was pointless. All right, I've already been here. I know where we are. We've already done this bit. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of reusing of the same map over and over again, or same section of the map. But, you know, I've even stopped spending my skill points, actually, because I don't feel I need to. Or particularly care what half of them do. I just stick down a bunch of AoEs, dodge roll out of most things. Iframes are completely balked, so just make sure the thing can't hit me. And hold out long enough till everything dies and I can get my super off, and that's basically it.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. I can hear that eruption. It's like spreading. We need to stop. The eruption's not happening. Keep fighting.
Captain America shield. America, you can do your thing.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Sorry, it is just I cannot get over.
Win for us. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up.
Explosive shield. No, shit. Let me try that again. No? No. We need to stand at arbitrary point.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
Burn it all. Okay. Yeah, I ain't walking. Yeah. Right. The nearest fast travel back the way. And push it through. Oh, my legs falling asleep. Shit. Ugh.
They are blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe they're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, look. Hi.
Sorry, did I
We knew when you hit that
show up at an
eruption,
inopportune
the
moment?
blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
There's some pretty scary things in them in Ratha's catacombs. I've never seen anything like that.
A story for your fellow shadows?
Not sure even the Viper will believe it.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Good job, the Russian flowers can return. Oh, that's nice. And we saved a bunch of griffins.
Out here with the flowers and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
I've just thought of a good analogy for Veilguard. And I think a lot of people
But trust us, it feels different. And the
will
sounds
probably know
change
what I
too.
mean by this.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
If Warhammer the Old World was Dragon Age Origin, this is Age of Sigmar. I like Age of Sigmar, but it's not grimdark. It's not grimdark at all, and it's very much a kind of high fantasy setting opposed to the low gothic of the Old World. And again, if you're into that and that's what you're after, fantastic setting, a fantastic system. But people got really pissed off at Age of Sigmar for replacing the Old World, and I think that's maybe the way to look at Veilguard versus the older Dragon Ages.
You're dealing with a lot of questions. Really big questions. I'd be a mess.
Chasing gods, living in the fade, that doesn't raise big questions?
It does. And my point stands.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
A world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They can? Okay. I'll leave you two alone. With the flowers. And the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for the flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Go. Yeah, we're unlocking a lot of achievements. Oh, 400 for the Grey Wardens. Okay. So is that the Grey Wardens pretty much in the green? Yes, yes, they are. Fantastic. Right, dock down, Shadow Dragons. Right, you know what? We will do that next. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Like I said, I would play this through to finish, but to be perfectly honest, I need to watch time for work tomorrow. So let's try and do a story mission, I think. And actually, the bit that I'm on is the bit where you meet the Inquisitor from Inquisition, and I did start Inquisition playthrough on my Steam Deck. And one of the things that really annoyed me, this feels like such a weird change. Obviously, they've changed the art style a lot between the two games, but the Inquisitor that you can make in Veilguard is bears no relation to the... Well, the character creator in Veilguard bears no relation to the character builder in Inquisition. Like, my Inquisitor was a Quinari, and the Quinari are so different in this game that he might as well be a completely different character. Yeah, I'm just like, right, okay. And this is, like, I'm almost at the end of the game, and this is only the second time he showed up. He's not like the Emperor in Baldur's Gate, where you customize him or them as well at the beginning of the game, but yeah.
These meetings can't be good for business.
I think you get extra options with the Inquisitor Romance Solus in Inquisition, but I didn't know that, nor did I do that.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Adar was our chosen family name, long ago. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elgernon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Yeah, he predicted this. He protects his investment. He saved us. Yeah, that's the neutral
Solus
option.
helped get us through, but he was protecting his interests, not us.
You don't think he helped for genuine reasons?
I think he wants his plan to succeed, whatever it is.
Always a plan. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what
Apart
he's
from
done.
Dave.
He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But
he became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Yes.
making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We are not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
Yeah, I think it would be better if the Inquisitor like showed up in your base or something and was a bit... I mean, even Varric's in your base and he does jack shit. Like, literally, he gets like knocked out at the beginning of the game and spends the entire game just chilling at the lighthouse, and you're like, alright, you paying rent? Okay, so that was the end of that conversation. I don't exactly know what was gleaned, but okay. Right, return to Travis. Okay, let's try and do this story mission at least. Yeah. It's over here, it's this one. Right. Okay. Oh, right, there's a quest that's popped up here, so I'll pick it up.
The Anton took down their comic maker. He did your job.
Excellent timing, Rook. Now news about our Venatori spy and Crow turncoat. I have deciphered the code from the notes you found. Our friends will meet soon. They plan to take a gondola to rendezvous in the market.
And you want me to go look for a trail and hunt down these spies?
Precisely. Chance Candide is too conspicuous. You'll blend into the comings and goings seamlessly.
Yes, but we'll do that later. Can I upgrade you as a shop? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, there's a few missions for these guys. Alright. Now, they're the ones that like me. They're the city I saved.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrives, their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or the Argo.
You help this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
What about the human help the Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
There's really no clue who it is.
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods of the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't
grab your quest while I'm here.
Rook, we have news about the Antam's experiments with Gatlock.
What's happening?
They're working with Venatori to set off these new and improved explosives across the city.
They'll be set off simultaneously to impress the citizens with their new toys, and to strategically destroy the homes of those they deem troublesome.
Our agents cannot be everywhere. I will mark several locations where they store this Gatlock. Destroy it discreetly.
Okay, so that hopefully clears up the quests there. Right, meet the contact at the market. And nearest fast travel is down here. Right, boop.
I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation. Feels crowded like a city always does.
So yeah, the two big major cities in the game, they don't feel like cities. They just feel like city-themed levels of a video game, like I said. So just random chests that don't belong to anyone, that contain legendary gear, just find random crates just in sight for you to solve whatever puzzle you need to get there. So
okay, the Argo and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them.
With all the NPCs
Information about the gods.
conveniently gated off from hostile. Actually, no. We won't take Harding. I normally take Harding, but we'll take Lucius, seeing as this is his home territory. We might as well take the Crow. Okay, start quest.
Rook, I presume. The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
At least he's up front.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Well, then why don't you marry it then?
Everyone loves Treviso. Doesn't mean you get to conquer it.
That explains why the streets crawl with undeserving cattle. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stock the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
Is he chatting me up?
You're not an end of the world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers.
Yeah, I was thinking he was blighted.
They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Okay. So he's not even fighting me, it's his bodyguards.
The butcher was our contact, and he's giving himself all to the light. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to...
Yeah, see what I mean about being overpowered? They just melt.
By turning himself into a monster.
No. Pet the kitty. And pet the Milo. We've got a small dog next to me. Like, I'm more important. Pet me.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Said to keep your head down, I guess.
Oh, is he?
You deserve it. Hear the shift in his voice. He's changing.
No. Okay. Bradley, stop to give something to a beggar.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own answer.
I very much doubt that whatever he's become can tell us the gods' plans.
We have to hope he's still in there.
Yeah, press the wrong button. Shit. There we go. Sorted. Oh yeah, apparently I'm water soluble. Alright, where's the bridge over? It looks like it's this way. Right. Oh, right. Okay. How do I get over there? How do I get over there? Can you go round? Oh, yep, we're fine.
And I see the ritual. Let me find me in this city. So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
Yep, alright, you could do your thing, and you can do your thing.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his word.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go, leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
Of course you're the traitor. Because you're
Butcher
bald.
did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, eventually.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Anton.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Anton to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antiban city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
How are the Anton holding up their end of the bargain, Governor? Not too well from what I've seen. And now they're working with the gods. You didn't prevent the slaughter, you just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher,
someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Anton. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepted. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
Well, that was a thing. I literally have no idea who that guy was before that cutscene.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking.
Oh, that's a big stretch, mind
And
you.
the Anton fell in line?
Big stretch for a small dog.
She's apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
The lectures, the insults. Eventually made sure all we saw was a hopped-up bureaucrat who was jealous that Treviso loves the cross. If someone told me Eventually was in charge of the Anton, I wouldn't have believed it. And yet...
Yes, but you have forced them into the open.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along.
They think they have the power in the Anton, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually we'll be hiding, so we will hound their Anton and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Anton beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Anton would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
When eventually left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antar more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
To be continued. So you see what I mean about the missions being really, really short?
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Again, was that enough to... Yeah, the crows are... Okay, now pretty much on side as well. I don't think you can get the shadow dragons on side because they're too... Because they're the ones that got attacked, they're too far gone. They're fine. Necromancers, not quite there yet, but shouldn't take too much. Hall of Valor, Companion, where's the hell? Right. Let's quickly do Tasha's little story thing. Right? Because, like I said, she's really not that bad at all. And in the cutscenes that I'd seen that people were posting, it was... They kind of cut the conversation she has with her mother out of context and just stuck it online, which is sits there and goes, "I'm not binary!" Which, yes, if that's how she opened the conversation, that would be clumsy and bad writing and a bit, what? But just know it was misrepresented. Actually, the game does take time to establish that she's a misfit in her own skin, that, you know, she's kind of lashing out, caught between two identities, and yeah, they work up to it, basically. Even weirdly, my one raised eyebrow that would they really call, you know, non-binary in a fantasy setting, turns out when she brings it up for the first time, she references, you know, city culture, and in this particular thing they have a word for it, and it is a kind of fantasy word. So, fine, yeah, it very much struck of a story of a kid finding their own identity and moving to a big metropolitan city where they can be themselves. And yeah, as someone who had a kind of similar trajectory, yeah, I relate. So yeah, I actually have no problem with Tash. I just would have liked to have seen her get drunk one time at the bar or whatever, a bit like Carmack.
The enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Yeah, like I said, if that bit more expression, be bombastic like Karlach, I think, would probably have won them more fans.
Had the size of a wagon. How'd you get up there? They carved in scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go?
A one-eyed snake. Okay, that feels a bit metaphorical.
While Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand.
Can we not use words like pounding when describing a one-eyed snake, please?
Shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Also, I'm pretty sure she's just the same character model as Nave, but in a different outfit.
In the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. There we go.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tash's back.
Oh, Tash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours. Huh. Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them too.
Again, they actually go to the length of giving it a fantasy worldly name, non-binary in the Dragon Age sort of wider lore, but then they mention it that it exists and then continue to use non-binary as like the term from then on, and it's like, well,
sometimes people say,
why?
And hope that fixes it, but they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a Barv, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
They're just describing main character syndrome again.
Okay, yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a Barv puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
So you either learn to make fewer mistakes, or you get gigantic muscles.
Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwood taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, their Tash is thigh deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yell that we'll get them out of there, and Tash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey, who ate the last bread and cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
I feel
No.
I should know this as a dungeon master. Do dragons have arseholes or do they have cloacas? Because they're a reptile, right? So you would think they'd have cloacas. Sorry. This is the shit that's going to keep me up at night. Do dragons have arseholes or cloacas? Put a poll out on YouTube. Put it to the Dungeons and Dragons community.
Sorry, but you did mess up.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right.
I'm pulling a Barv.
1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy though.
Bend your knees.
Yeah, on the subject of writing, the one thing that kind of came to mind, again, seeing those snippets of Tash's conversation out of context, again, misrepresented on a lot of kind of YouTube stuff. Myself, there's a fantasy book slash setting that I've kind of been writing for a long time and setting a lot of, rather than one big story in it, a lot of kind of minor stories from different point of view characters, a bit Game of Thronesy in terms of not one main character but several. And it's kind of an amalgamation of 40k, particularly the Eisenhorn books, bit of good dash of Elder Scrolls with things like Daedric Gods and all this sort of thing, and very kind of Enlightenment era, kind of Italy, sort of Renaissance, kind of semi-historical / fantasy setting. Anyway, the elevator pitch for this whole kind of setting was, in our world, we have the Catholic Church, they had the Inquisition, and it was a religious organization persecuting people for not believing or believing in a different god that may or may not exist, depending on what your religious viewpoint. Whereas in this one, gods very much do exist, the supernatural very much is a thing, angels and demons are an actual thing, but the gods act more like the Daedric princes in Elder Scrolls, and you have kind of Deva, Seraphim, sort of like Lords of Order, and then the kind of more chaotic sort of like demon princes / Daedric princes that are more kind of chaotically aligned. And the idea is that they are trying to gain a foothold in the mortal plane, and there is not a religious organization, an atheistic organization running their version of the Inquisition and persecuting anybody who invites, worships, or submits to the wills of angels and demons both. The whole point being in the mortal world for mortal men sort of thing. So they very much reject anything supernatural, and that's like the main kind of culture. So basically, the Catholic churches, they were all atheists and prosecuting anybody who worship devils or angels, right? And a bit like 40k, I had 3 orders. You had the Ordo Sanctum, the Ordo Gladius, and the Ordo Mortis. And I set stories from the point of view of these 3 Ordos. So Ordo Sanctum, that's very much like your Ordo Heretica in 40k. You're very much Eisenhorny type book. I know he was Ordo Xenos, but in terms of Ordo Sanctum, Order of the Shield, they deal with the threat within. So they're kicking about the Heartlands, basically Enlightenment era Europe, weeding out kind of cults and people worshipping demons and angels secretly, and basically hard-boiled detective noir type shit. The Ordo Gladius, on the other hand, was very much inspired by Act 2 of Diablo 3 with the Herodrum and fighting the demons in the desert. So they're basically the Black Templars, right? So Ordo Gladius, they're on eternal crusade, basically fighting back the demon hordes and stuff through the deserts, and they live a very martial sort of lifestyle. And then you have the Ordo Mortis, Order of Death, and they deal with basically undead plagues and supernatural that are not angels or demons, but kind of like undead liches and things like that. So that was your 3 points of view of the different things. Anyway, I was writing the Ordo Sanctum story, and my Ordo Sanctum guy was an Inquisitor, and he was very much kind of based off Eisenhorn from the Eisenhorn books. The idea was he rocks up in a town or village, everyone gossip, oh my god, an Inquisitor's here. They respect him, they respect his authority, but everyone's on edge round about him, right? But he's there with a mission. He knows that somebody's worshipping some sort of spiritual being or whatever, and that's causing shit to go funky in a local area. So he's very much on a quest to get to the bottom of what's causing the problem in this kind of local kind of vicinity, right? And I was writing the short story, and I was getting quite far in it, and the twist of it was, you set it up, you think it's a demon, but it's not, it's an angel, and this is the first time that I'm basically hammering home the point that angels are very much lumped in as the Inquisition are against them as well as demons. And there was one, I got up to a scene, I didn't finish the story, I got up to the scene. Now bear in mind, I wrote this in 2014, so 11 years ago. And the idea was, I wanted my main point of view characters to not be your traditional straight, white, heterosexual guy repeated 4 times for every point of view character. No, I wanted a range of characters. So the Order of Mortis, sort of Inquisitor, she's female. The the Order Gladius guy, he's very much kind of Arabic / maybe even Africanese sort of kind of take. And then the Inquisitor guy, the kind of Iseron character, you know, I went, it makes sense for him because the whole thing about the Ordos is it's all about self-determination. It's all about rejecting any kind of divine authority that's been passed down to you. He's allowed to love and couple up with whoever the hell he goddamn pleases. So yeah, he's in a relationship with another guy, and that's perfectly fine, and that's the thing, right? And the idea was that angels used to rule, and this whole idea of, to use fancy leftist terms and all this, heteronormative and blah blah blah. Anyway, the whole point is the whole idea of heteronormative, or, you know, a man and a woman and that's sacred and blah blah blah, that came from angel rule. And when the Inquisition kind of took over, they were like, no, you can do what you want, and that's just a holdover bias from when angels control things, and we don't enforce that. In fact, do whatever the hell you like. But the bias still remains in the societies, and particularly the kind of rural sort of bits and pieces. So the scene I got to was basically a tavern, father basically about to have a fight with a son or whatever for being in a gay relationship or whatever, and at this point the Inquisitor was going to step in. It was going to be revealed that he's actually has a male partner, and challenge the farmer dude on, hey look, I have this position of authority, you're going to tell me that I'm wrong, and because he's an Inquisitor, you know, it's a kind of standoff thing, but say something about the world, right? That was where I got to in the scene 10 years ago. Looking back at it, I still 100% stand by everything that I was setting up and the points I was wanting to make, but I feel that where I got to in that scene, if the Inquisitor did just go over and enter this scene, which the story had not been about up to that point, it would have been virtue signaling. It would have been absolutely 100% clumsy writing, where I put a brakes on the story to go to basically spout off about a moral standpoint for 5 minutes that had no relation to the story. That's bad, clumsy writing. And I can see that 10 years on. And I still love that story, and I still want to finish it, and it's something I very much want to. And I will still weave that point into it, but I feel I can do it much more subtly. Maybe have that character come back first of all, add more nuance to the relationship that the Inquisitor has, have him meet the boy and kind of like maybe begin to lay the seeds, just all the things that you do in the edit to sort of weave it more naturally into the story, so it's not that blunt sit down and they have that conversation. My point of why I brought all that up, that's very much how the conversations with Tash have been misrepresented. That it is as blunt as that, it's not. And that's kind of my point. So, anyway. I just wanted to rant about that. That's a clip that I kind of want to put on Indie Plays and stuff like that. So, just get it out there. Anyway, it is past 11, but can we do one more thing? Because I have been talking a lot, even though I did want to kind of finish this. Are the Lords of the Fallen, are they on side yet? They're on side. They're not on side yet. Okay, let's go back to the lighthouse and have that conversation. Also, okay, new quest available, and a few more. Right. Okay, we'll do the talky bits here. Time to go. Okay. Right, before we'll end with the kind of gathering and what the next kind of plot hook is. Can I upgrade my stuff? Not yet. Alexa, stop. Yeah. Right, we'll talk to the guys. I want to see if Neve... once you complete her quest line, whether she does become like a hero of the Vanguard, or if she is like genuinely locked out.
The narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how threads made Alien disappear.
Rebuilding the thread's reputation for free?
For the few who's left. Now the Venatori thought he found a legitimate charm supplier. He gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
So you bleed the Venatori any way you can.
Life's short, isn't it, friends? Let's do what makes us happy. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors,
you can drown me in the nose and sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's got that scar on her forehead because of one of my decisions.
Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I get, to an extent, I can see why she's pissed off at me.
We have. It still feels strange, like we're stuck in a dream.
So it's not just me. You know, this is my only address now. I still have an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched in the dragon attack.
Well, that's the landlord's problem.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
Between the dragon attack takeover, Neve lost her home in Dogtown. Yeah, that sucks to be you. You're still here. Should I be nice? Nah, let's be sarcastic.
Thousands of years. It's not floating off with our detective anytime soon.
Where would you find a new one on short notice? I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
No, okay, so he. Oh wait, no. Is she? Oh. Has she actually unlocked the... Yeah, she has, actually. She has got the Hero of the Veilguard achieved. Companions' personal arcs to achieve Hero of the Veilguard status have unlocked item skills and increased support. Yay! Okay. She might not die in the final suicide mission. I mean, I'll do my best to send her on the suicide mission, but we'll see. Oh, and the Shadow Dragon's strength went up. Does that mean... does that mean... no, it's still about halfway, so... Yeah, whether or not we get Shadow Dragons all the way up remains to be seen, but... Yeah, Necromancer shouldn't be an issue. If another quest pops up for them, that'll get them done and dusted. And then it's just the bloody Lords of Valor. I think you can have like one of them not full to get the best ending.
Rook, have a moment.
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
Okay, so that's obviously his post-arc cutscene. Yeah, he's possessed by a devil or demon, and yeah, long story short, they work out their differences. He's one of the good devils.
Maybe tomorrow.
Questionable
Swimming.
squawk.
Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taking his shine.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
Eldrin and the Dalish will take good care of them. It's the best choice for the Griffins. And I bet the sons, brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
The Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
Okay. Right, let's do the next cutscene.
Tearstone Island. That's where Algernon...
Oh, I love Emmerich just rocks up in full lich gear.
Those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with the Flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Anton Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
I'd like to create a kind of like story around, not a benevolent lich, but it's sort of like Emmerich, a kind of neutral Guardian of the Dead type lich.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elganon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past the blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Anton fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us.
I don't think Emmerich floats anymore. He's not exactly watertight.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering. And it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start in our fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Anton? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know he's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. He knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to him. Morrigan, too. We could use their help. I hear that we're as ready as we'll ever be. We can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, and we'll take care of outstanding business.
Okay. I think I'll probably have to leave it there. I was hoping to get slightly further on, but I probably, before the next stream, certainly I plan on doing 2 Point Museum again, probably on Monday. But I also, in my spare time, I'll get the rest of the reputations up to max, so max allied strength. And then when I'm probably one play session away from like actually just completing the game, I'll maybe stream that just for completion's sake. And yeah, I maybe will do a Yindi Plays like actual video on my genuine thoughts on it, because I do think there's stuff worth talking about, especially in the wider kind of context and dialogue of this. So I'll see. But like I said, Halfwits is the main focus just now. So if you have joined me at any point, just want to say thank you so much for jumping on the stream, either during or after the fact. Halfwits episode 11 is currently live on the Patreon and will drop on YouTube next week. Yindi's Tips and Tricks, 5 tips for Dungeon Masters and players, is currently live on the YouTube. Next Yindi's Tips and Tricks will probably be 5 tips for the players, and the one after that, 5 tips for Dungeon Masters. Then I'll start going into more kind of specific stuff. Again, for a lot of veteran players, this is probably very much basic content, I suppose, kind of foundation level stuff. But I think, especially new people and young people getting into the hobby, someone needs to teach them the etiquette, I think, of TTRPGs, and not have main character syndrome, and yeah, basically just don't be a dick at the table, really. It's, you know, it seems like such an obvious thing, but somebody needs to say it, so I think that's what I'm trying to do, and from my own experiences of getting into the hobby, how to strike the right balance, I think, rather than focus on mechanics or stuff, because there's a lot of good GMs out there who delve into that. Anyway, I have my dishes to do, I have my laundry to do, and then I am up early for work tomorrow. So I'll be back on streaming definitely on Monday. And yeah, we'll get Halfwits done and dusted next week. So thanks again. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all next time. Yindi out. Have a good one, folks. See ya.
Grab your gear, the quest's in sight. Yindi's leading through the night, fighting monsters, loot in sight. Roll the dice, it's game time tonight. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Dungeon Master stealing the show. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Epic quest battle time, go, go, go. Chest, the dragon's near. Spell or sword, we've got no fear. Party strong, the dice will roll. Yindi's world where we all control. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Dungeon Master stealing the show. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Epic quest battle time, go, go, go. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Dungeon Master stealing the show. Go, Yindi, go, Yindi, go, go, go. Epic quest battle time, go, go, go.